amount of warning time you can expect is 6 or 7 seconds.
As big as a 15 megaton city killer nuclear bomb.
If we ever announce that there is one that's going to hit, and we don't have an answer to what are you going to do about it, you're going to have public panic.
It's only a matter of time before the next big one hits us.
Technology is available today so that when the Earth is in fact threatened by an asteroid, we can move it out of the way so that it doesn't hit the Earth.
June the 14th, 2002. It was just another busy workday with all the usual hustle and congestion. With all the close calls and near misses that people all over the world have come to accept as the normal level of risk in everyday life. But on that day, high overhead and behind the sun, what no one saw coming, what no telescope on Earth was able to see against the blinding light, was an asteroid big enough to destroy an entire city. From behind the sun, asteroid 2002 MN came hurtling towards Earth, faster than a speeding bullet. It shot past, less than a third the distance to the moon, and nobody saw it, until 3 days later, when the rock emerged from Earth's shadow into the night sky, going away.
Looks like the Earth just dodged a bullet. Actually, it was an asteroid. Scientists say it blew by last week, at a distance they describe as a close shave.
The airline industry would call this a near miss. Scientists who study asteroids and comets called it a problem.
The threat of asteroid impacts on the Earth is very real. We know that throughout history this has happened. The craters we see on the moon are examples of the kind of impact history that the Earth has had. But it also happens very rarely. So it's a very unusual kind of hazard. It's a hazard in which the risk in any one year is very low, but it does happen, and if it really did come about on our watch, it could end civilization.
These cosmic bullets originate on the far side of Mars, in the main asteroid belt, where a bracelet of celestial debris circles the sun. Millions of rocky fragments, building blocks of a planet that never quite came together when the solar system was formed. What's often depicted as a busy cosmic junkyard is actually more like a big empty speedway. The rocks are far apart and moving very fast, ranging in size from pebbles to boulders to rocks the size of Mount Everest. Occasionally, the tug of Jupiter's enormous gravity drags an asteroid off course, causing it to crash into another asteroid. Some veer away into new orbits that cross the paths of Mars, Earth, Venus or Mercury. Another ring of debris called the Oort cloud is the source of most comets, which are big, rocky ice balls that orbit the sun and cross the paths of the inner planets.
We have made the case. We've got the qualitative information and we've got the statistics to show that there is a very serious risk.
2,000 square kilometre blast wave would have levelled London. Asteroid 2002 MN, the one we couldn't see coming. Inner planets and our moon bear the scars of numerous asteroid and comet impacts.
We We do get hit all the time by pieces of debris from asteroids and comets. In fact, 40,000 tons of cosmic debris plummets into the atmosphere every year. We see them every night as shooting stars. They don't hit the Earth very often, but when they do, clearly it isn't just going to be a matter of a shooting star seen in the sky. So it is inevitable. It's only a matter of time before the next big one hits us.
Planet Earth had been all but sterilized by a rock the size of Mount Everest.
3/4 of the species of large animal life went extinct.
Deadly rocks in space.
Bang on its cosmic schedule, the comet's first impact was recorded by NASA within the last hour.
Fragment G slammed into Jupiter, releasing an amount of energy equivalent to about 6 million megatons of TNT.
Asteroid 1950 DA. A big rock that gave everybody a bit of a shock. There is a chance this rock could hit us. On March the 16th, in the year 2880, 1950 DA will cross the Earth's orbit. Will it hit us? The odds, 1 in 300. If 1950 DA does hit the Earth, of all the big asteroids discovered thus far, this is the most dangerous one we know.
The concept here is that this asteroid, which is about a kilometer across, will hit the ocean at 17,000 miles per hour, and it'll blow a hole in the ocean about 19 kilometers across, all the way to the bottom. And so when this huge hole of water gets blown into the ocean, the water will run back in again, and it overshoots, and it collapses and overshoots many, many times, and each time it pumps out a wave. So it starts out hundreds of meters high, comes ashore on the coast of North America at about 50, 60 meters. Up toward Canada, Grand Banks, it's about 40 meters. 20 meters here in the coast of South America, and about 15, 20 meters all the way over to Europe. These waves would run inland about 4 kilometers. So pretty much everything within 4 kilometers of the beach would be covered up repeatedly.
For the 60% that we have already found, I can tell you that there is not a single one that poses a danger. For the 40% that we have not yet found, I can tell you nothing. One could hit tomorrow. Not very likely, but until we found them and cataloged them, we won't know.
But finding the really big asteroids, those 1 kilometer monster rocks capable of ending human civilization, is only the first part of the challenge. There are an estimated 50,000 smaller asteroids that are big enough to cause tidal waves or destroy vast regions of the Earth.
A 200-meter asteroid happens maybe once every 10,000 years, but that's like 600 megatons to 800 megatons exploding in one place.
Dinosaurs ruled the Earth until a big rock wiped them out. The question is, will another rock do the same to humanity? Humans are the first species with the potential to block a doomsday rock and switch off the evolutionary reset button. Scientists can study the sky and find the dangerous rocks ahead of time. Astronomers can do the math and predict the orbits. People have the desire and the right stuff to do the job. There's a whole new field of science that could give humanity an option that dinosaurs